I've been attending drop-in for at least a year.
I heard about it fairly early into its development.
I don't remember how I found out about it, but I'm glad I did.
I was so frightened the first time that I went to a second story group. I had to be pushed through the door, and so when I see young people come into the drop-in who are so frightened, I often tell them that.
There was this place called Second Story, which was a youth health service, and then with the cuts they shut it. That work included a drop-in. So then I thought, why not start one?
The thing about the drop-in is that there's a lot of young people who come here, and then lots of them can't be on camera tonight because their families and their communities don't know that they're involved with the drop-in. They may not know that they happen to be LGBTIQ, queer identified.
I think the most important thing is the fact that it makes something that I guess define people as queer, then it makes it something that's normal.
I came out really late, so actually getting to see and talk to people who are like me but also younger than me really has given me a lot of hope and really given me a lot of happiness.
The issues that young queer people face different, I think, nowadays compared to what, say, like 20, 30 years ago. There's a lot more acceptance, but at the same time there's a lot more stereotypes.
Those issues are still there. It's mainly discrimination and bullying and mental health that comes out of being excluded.
A lot of the main issue is helping bring knowledge to the wider public.
I didn't fit into the proper young heterosexual lady in high school, but now that I'm out of high school I don't fit into the stereotypical lesbian idea.
Like, it is really scary doing this kind of thing. It's really scary coming out and owning your identity. Lots of the young people who come to drop-in probably don't have an awesome time at school.
For me personally, subject to a lot of bullying was very difficult. The worst thing is people didn't believe me. When I said, I'm gay, everyone thought I was lying. And the fact that I had expected people to take it badly, but I didn't expect people to think that I was just being untruthful or just trying to get attention.
No one at school knew what transgender meant. They might have heard like a little bit in passing on television, but never in a good way. So people would be like, oh, you're one of those people. They didn't understand, but over time they sort of understood more and it became easier. It wasn't perfect, but school never is.
I had a few friends for a good 6 months recommending me to come here.
He had been recommended to come here by his psychologist as a way of meeting young queer kids.
Drop-in has led to me meeting a lot of other people who have very similar experiences in life, whether panromantic, asexual or transgender. It's a good way for me to network and find resources.
By breaking down those barriers and by humanizing each other, you get less of the discrimination that happens, like biphobia, transphobia, etc. There's so many of them that I don't want to be a lexicon and a thesaurus for them.
And when you can walk into a space and you feel comfortable being you and you don't feel out of place, you don't really want to leave.
Because everyone knows that everyone here identifies as queer, there's no elephant in the room.
All I remember is thinking about it for about 6 months before I came here. If it was even worth going, if I'd just be another stranger.
They come in the beginning and they're really nervous and shy and can't even really walk through the door, and then they kind of almost own the place by the time they're ready to move on.
I've managed to achieve the nickname Mother. And despite how that makes me feel about me being 5 years older than most of the people here, it is really something that there are people who look up to me as a mentor now and like as someone that they could be someday, and that really makes me happy.
There's a really big span of ages, genders, cultural backgrounds and sexualities. Proud of what we do.